Gawny, disappointing night, but it's been a great couple of weeks. How do you sort of assess tonight's match?
Yeah, we were disappointing and they were good. So that's what happens when you get a 40-point result. I think it was around 40. That's what happens. Yeah, and when you don't play well and they play well, the scoreboard goes in the opposite favour.
How do you sort of regroup after tonight? How do you sort of look forward to next week against Carlton?
The thing with this group is we've been up, so it's not going to take a long time for us to get back up. Finally, we got a 9-day break, which is exciting. It's been a few 6-day breaks in a row there, so we get the weekend off, recover the best we can, and try and take on Carlton.
How is tonight after such a big few weeks? I mean, obviously for yourself, second week back, but I mean for the side, it's been such a big period.
Yeah, a little bit of second week blues for myself, to be honest. With rehab, it's a very interesting process where you run a lot. So I would have done 10 weeks of running laps and so on, but when it comes down to body contact, you're not doing too much. So I was probably a little bit off in terms of my ruck work tonight. He's a big boy, Sammy Naismith, and he rucked pretty well tonight. So I've got the best in the league coming up next week, so I've got to find some sort of touch during the week, but I'm sure it'll come.
How'd you go first quarter? I mean, you copped one pretty high, I think, or sort of in the chest area. I mean, what was that like? Did that sort of hinder you at all?
I copped a few knocks tonight, but it sort of brings you into the game a little bit. I actually collided heads with Zach Jones, Jonesy's brother. Sent him off with a blood rule. My head ended up okay, so I must have a big melon there, Bergs. But yeah, I was targeted a little bit earlier, but not too bad.
Do you put it in perspective? I mean, the Swans are obviously an outstanding side. Quite a few injuries this week, coming off the 6-day break. Do you put it in a little bit of perspective tonight?
Yeah, it does. We think we can beat anyone, any day, anywhere. We just got to bring our style of football, and tonight we didn't. But to match that, Sydney did. So, like I said before, that's how you get those 40-point losses, because you go away from what got you to the position we're in fifth. I'm not sure we're there now, and we got to go from there. But Sydney are a good side, so hopefully we get them again later on in the year.
Jack Viney unfortunately went off, injured with the foot. I mean, pretty significant loss throughout the game.
Yeah, look, we've been struck by injury a lot. Bernie and Louis early with suspensions, Hogs throughout the year, myself throughout the year, and now Watsy, Jonesy, Jeffy, and potentially Vines. There's a big chunk of it now, so we're really going to be tested. But the VFL guys have won six in a row now, or 5 in a row. I'm not sure about the actual stat, but. And we saw with Whitey and Wagner that didn't come in and play a role for the team on game day. So we've got a few more guys down there. We've just got to pick another soldier. I won't be worried until we, unfortunately, only have 20 to pick from. Until then, we'll pick someone else and keep going.
How hard is it to come back after the time you've had, off with injury and second game back? How difficult is it?
Yeah, to be honest, I felt it was a bit difficult for me today. Legs, I felt good. I just wasn't ready for that sort of body contact. I've been doing one-on-ones with the physio for 12 weeks, who's not AFL standard ruckman. So, like I said, I've got to find something before Carlton, and I've got to. It gets even harder after that. I think I got Jacobs, Goldstein, and Mumford in the 1 month. So, I'll just get back on the training track and see how I go.
All right, mate. Good to see you back out there, and all the best for next week.
Thanks, Bergs.